I just wanted to make this quick video here to go over some of the cool features we have in console, which I hear they're taking away, but honestly, I don't think they should because it's some good quality of life. I'm gonna like freestyle this video. I'm not really good at doing these kind of things, so just more or less just gonna roll with it and you know, whatever. It's more or less for testing purposes as well, because I want to look back and see how all this kind of sounds and plays out and whatever. Console garbage, but eventually I'll be able to play in the real realm. But here we are. PlayStation, what is this? Crucible League S Standard trade. So check it out. This is what I kind of wanted to go over. We have this really cool UI. It's alright, it could use some work, but it took me quite a while to figure out how it all works. When we first got Path of Exile on PlayStation, I don't know, a few years ago or whenever it was, like 3 years ago, the only way you could search for stuff was through this system right here. You pick the search term, you go to the item you're looking for. I used to have to hold down the D-pad like this, and I didn't even know that you could quickly do the right stick and move it like that. So, believe me, a year of being a dumbass and then finally learning that is life-changing. However, I don't even use this system really much anymore because there's other ways to do it. So that's what we're going to go over right now, the other ways to do it. I guess an example, we'll go over like a little bit what I'm doing on the build anyway, some other video or something like that. I'm doing Poisonous Concoction. Pretty solid. It was a little bit of a hiccup, but I've played it so many times, you know, you just got to know what you're doing. But different video for another day. So, okay, here we go. Great example. I just got a Whisper. Wants to buy, got like a 1 Chaos dump tab for all the newbies on here. It's actually pretty good. I drop off Chaos recipe really easy, and I just throw all my junk on a 1 Chaos. So let's go ahead and send this guy an invite. It's going to look fairly similar to what PC deals with. So we're going to get this version out of the way, because it's really not that different than what you guys do. So you grab your stuff. There's the 1C item. I know it's just cringe watching a 1C trade. Don't mind me. I'm day 4 right now. We start later than you guys, so then you go over to this thing and you hit trade. This guy was really pushy, so whatever. Let him get his item. It's not even that good. It's just, yeah. I mean, he's strength and intelligence and some cold res. Yeah, that's good for 1C. Have fun, buddy. Go die to the Val Oversoul. Right. So there you go. I mean, that's your basic standard. You've seen that 1,000 times. We say kick from party. All right. Now let me show you this kind of cool stuff here. This is the kind of thing that I think they need to keep in the console version, and I don't know, give you guys this version. So let's say I want to sell my divine here. I was lucky enough to have a couple of divine already, and I was able to get a couple of upgrades. Obviously, you see the Azenat's Gentle Touch there, so it was pretty good. It was going for like 1 divine early on, but you know, it dropped in price. I held off, and I bought it for like 70C. So you know, there we go, pretty good stuff. Anyway, I'm rambling. All right, now let's say we want to buy some chaos and just cash out this divine. So it has this quick little button where you hold down the stick, and then you can pull up the chat window. Boom, just like that. So now we can see all the divines that are highlighted for sale. Now we're going to go to the filter and select the type of currency that we want to purchase it with. And once you've typed things up in your windows on console, it's like it'll remember. Wow, it just jumped in price. I just checked this actually. It was like 122. Actually, you could see my last offer. This is the highest just moments ago before I started this video. And there you go. Also, I could switch tabs. So this is my sent offers. So I can look at what it's kind of going for, find the highest one. So this guy's like 135 right here. So I can click on his, and it's going to save. I think it does up to 10 offers you can have in the offer window. So you can kind of go around and shop and trying to see. Oh, it's only 1 page worth, so there's not a lot of divines for sale. Well, I'll wait a little bit longer. It'll probably shoot up in price today. This is a good day actually to trade out. This guy wants one for 200 chaos. Let's call his bluff. Alright, so he has listed for 200 chaos. You just do the. I might be moving kind of fast because I'm autopilot, and I apologize for that. But basically, what I just did there was I found the guy who was saying 200 for a divine. I went to the window. I hit the hotkey, which is square or whatever it would be on your controller setup. You can move it all around, and then it just auto puts the currency in the window, and then you hit the submit button. As you can see down there underneath this prompt, I don't have a cursor, so I'm going to try to do this kind of shit as much as possible to be helpful. But down here you can see the withdraw button, so if you change your mind, you can go back, which is pretty cool. Now, another little side note. Something that I didn't know for the longest was see how these orbs are grayed out? For the longest time, I swear that you couldn't do this, but I think they might have changed it in a patch or something. So let's say I want to buy an ancient orb, and I know this is where the ancient orbs are. So if I hold down the button and then I click on the empty ancient orb, I can see what they're going for. So it's all pretty nice, you know. And then you just hit your return button, go back to your stash, whatever you're trying to buy, yada yada. Another thing that's pretty solid here. Holy shit, this guy just straight up well, that was a good trade. I'll take that. So then you go to the window and you just blam, grab your item, and didn't even need to be in the same instance, nothing. It's just a quick little window. And I kind of wanted to talk about that. If anyone sees this, you know what I mean. I doubt it. I'm not anyone at all, but you know, I'm just kind of dicking around on the video and seeing how this all works. But you know, I want to know thoughts on that, because I hear a lot of people saying that this is GGG can't really have something like this permanently for the trade, and trade is such garbage anyways, and people are scared of bots and yada yada, and I really don't think they have that hard of a time dealing with bots and RMTs and stuff like that. Just a little feature, like how convenient that was just to trade. Wait, actually, he rejected. Oh, he did reject. Well, what probably happened was, or actually, I'm not sure what happened there. I'll probably have to look back and see. I probably just futzed it up. But what would have happened though if he did accept the trade is then I would have grabbed my 200 chaos out of the window. But just that little bit of quality of life right there. I don't know. I think that should stay. It's not really that big of a deal. It's not breaking the bank too much. But yeah, and I don't know. Anyway, just wanted to kind of go over that. And then one more thing is to show that we actually do have the trade website, and that's where these whispers came from. So it's really convenient if you're looking for specific stuff. Okay, so it's not going to let me show you. Yeah, it'll take me out of the broadcast. I'm also doing it like this because I don't have a setup or anything, so I kind of do, my live and then try to just do like a little one take. That's kind of how I thought I was going to do this video, just to get it out there. Like I said, I'm not really a real creator. It's just I got buddies that are all on PC and they ask me a lot of questions about, how console stuff works, so I figured I'd just kind of make a reference video, and if more people see it, then hell yeah, cool. But anyway, I suppose this will be part 2 to kind of go over how we're doing on console over here. I need to get what are they, 56 out of 132, so I'm barely getting into the 9s right now. I got myself a little bit of a tree going here. We're just focused on Keurig, a little bit of June Chance, a little bit of Essence, as you see, and then I'm going to be specking into some Blight up here because I need to get some oils and I want to sell some anoints and yada yada. So early strategy just going to be something like that. I'll probably go stream of consciousness just because that's kind of like my bag. I mean, everything is stream of consciousness early on as far as what I do. I'll probably have by the end of the day I'm hoping to get the first 2 watchstones, which should be doable. I'm at 86 right now. I'm about to do my Merc Lab. Trees kind of all over the place. if I can farm up enough for diadem and maybe figure something out with this, I can get all 8 of these points back, and it'll open up a really nice cluster setup. The TLDR on the poisonous concoction, basically it feels pretty strong still. It really does. Getting sustain on your life flask is the big ticket problem here. So we're basically taking every single flask node on the tree. We're full bore specking into flasks. Um, Careful conservationalist here. We obviously get and then this is the part that's so trash about consoles, trying to show you all the things. Replenishing remedies, it's a must-have. Obviously, the mastery with the life flasks every 3 seconds. And then profane chemistry is huge. It's just anything that gives you life flasks charges. I'm not taking most of the flask masteries though. Maybe the recover 4 when you use a flask, because that was on the tree, but I'll do that when I get automated. It'll feel a little bit better. The other 2 that were or the 3 that are most important as well is field medicine. This is really big for big packs, and obviously anything single target big packs. It's just going to have a lot of quality of life when you get the life flask on hit, and then your entrench. This is really good once you get spell suppress cap, which I barely just got with the entrench. That's beautiful. Gain 3 charges when you suppress spell damage. That's really nice for big, beefy, juicy packs. And then last but not least, this whole flask effect duration, natural remedies. This is really strong. This is basically going to make it to where you're almost permanent in hideouts. So as you see, my flash just dropped off, 2-second downtime, and it came right back up. And that's actually how I'm res capped. It's really a janky scuff setup. As you see, I'm res capped. About a 2-second downtime, and it's going to drop. I'll let you see it. There it goes. Boom. 46 cold. It's scary, but honestly, it's not that big a deal when you're in the thick of it. And the bosses are going down pretty quick because we're doing a lot of dot damage. I'm still on a shitty white link. I got this real early in the league. I was actually farming, trying to get some tabula cards, and I was just like, yeah, the drop rates are so terrible. I only dropped 2 of them, ended up selling them off, and then I bought this for 10C. Mirrored, but I could work with the colors, and I was like, whatever, better than nothing. So I got that in the juicy 15% life on the tree, which is cool. Shitty helm. It's alright, it's doing the job for now. Eventually we're not really too worried about the helm because we're going to replace it with the devouring diadem. That's best in slot. Just some whatever amulet. I'm just still in such poopy gear. I'm using a Deodri's damning. I bought this for 1C yesterday so I can have my 3 curse set up. I got this last night. It's the cheapest one I could find. It was 3 chaos, and I didn't want to sell my divine. I've only had like a couple divine drop, and I got robbed from a ritual. Had a divine, and I deferred it, and I still don't know how that system works. So, GGG, you owe me a divine. But I got this shitty ring for 3 chaos, and rolled some shit on it. So whatever. Got a little MF, and got despair on hit, which is real nice. Of course, the Asenath gentle touch. This is the only big ticket item. It was like a divine or 2 first couple days, and then it dropped down to like 70C when I plucked it. So solid purchase. I crafted, just BS crafted these yesterday. I think I just threw a chaos essence on there. I only had like 1, and it just it hit with stats. So I was like, whatever, movement speed, call it good. And then this kind of straightens out a lot of my reses. 2 stone boots are pretty solid for jank ass builds that don't have any like reses or anything. This another belt, like I wish I could get out of this, but it's just flash charges used, or reduced flash charges used, and increased life flask recovery rate is huge. And then bought this yesterday for it was like 5C. So these are cheap as hell. And this is literally like probably best in slot for the poisonous concoction setup. And for those who don't know, you're just chucking life flasks, man. It's poison, chuck life flasks. You basically put a poisonous concoction on with a greater volley and a GMP, and you're off to the races. I barely just put on the deadly ailments because I'm starting to get the better scaling for the dot. And the only reason why I'm using a level 1 increased area of effect is because I'm not trying to go overboard. I can't remember what it is, but the overlaps that you see, you kind of want to get it to where the center is like it's got all the overlaps, but it's not like overlapping on top of each other too much where it cancels out the hit. I mean, there was I think Asmon, no, Navand, no, not Navandis. What was his name again? Not that Asmongold guy, but there's this other dude, Amandus Clips or something like that. I took his heist character a few leagues ago, and that's what this is. Slowed it down a little bit, made it a bit more tanky and whatnot. So this is kind of like my version of it. I mean, they're all basically the same. You just poison cap, get your poison chance cap, get it all set up. You know, make sure you're 100% chance to poison. Try to be 100% chance to hit. Try to get as many projectiles on, overlap them. But there is a special tech with the AoE. So I'm kind of simulating what the quality poisonous concoction with a little bit of AoE on the tree is. So you're going to be around 30% AoE ultimately. So that's why this is level 1. But other than that, I don't want to go too long. I might just showcase a quick little Carrick mission actually to end it, wrap it up, and I'm going to check it out and see how it goes. But yeah, if anyone else sees this other than the homies, let me know. Do we have any questions about console BS? And hopefully I don't have to be here for too much longer, but it is what it is. I've been playing this since it came out on the PlayStation. I mean, playing Path a lot longer, but I've been on the console since it came out on PlayStation, and well, I've kind of gotten used to it, so it is what it is. But I'm going to go ahead and end it with this little showcase of a T10. I might die. I'm a bit squishy. I need some life, but we'll see how it goes. Build's pretty strong. But, yeah, kick back, enjoy.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Local, need your aid. Risky choice. Itching for me to lose another limb, are ya? For the cowgirl.
Dinner is